two, 1, 2, 3.
There's a way I know. There is no harm in trying. Take a little love and pass it on.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Eternal Flower. I'm so excited to have you back here today, and I'm excited to get this video going. So basically today's video is going to be 6 steps to release stress in difficult times. So before we get into the 6 steps to release stress, I do want to touch upon the difficult times that I'm referring to and that we all are aware of. We know that there is a global pandemic going on, and it has been going on, and we are all still very much within this. And there are some phase out programs going on, but it's still a fresh wound. On top of this global pandemic, there's also a social justice and racial equality movement going on that has, in its own thing, provided a lot of information, change in perspective, and a lot of messages that are important and coming forward. So with all this information, and since this is all so fresh, I've decided not to touch upon this any further because I really think this is a time to listen and learn, maybe relearn some really important things that are going on right now. Things have to sometimes hit a rocky bottom and get better. Like I said, I want to address that this is going on because it's extremely important and very relevant to our day right now in this world. That being said, I am happy to provide this 6-step process to releasing stress because I can imagine that every single person is feeling some bit of stress right now. So I hope that this can help you. Okay, 6 steps to release stress during difficult times. Step number 1 is perception and recognition. So this step is very simple. Simply, perception is the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. Recognition is the identification of something you have encountered before. So between the two of these things, all we're doing in step 1 is we are recognizing what is going on. We're perceiving what's going on in our surroundings, how we're reacting to our surroundings. For example, you suddenly realize you are becoming extra snippy with your housemate. Your mom calls and you're just agitated that she's calling you, and the loud noises outside are just getting you upset. So in this step, we're just picking up on this. We're just recognizing, okay, I'm feeling a little bit on edge and scary, and maybe nobody wants to be around me. So what's going on? That's step number 1. Now in this step, before we move on, we're not trying to figure out why anything. We're just recognizing, we're just taking note. Okay, step number 2, breathe. Some of you don't want to hear this and probably don't want to do it, but this step is really important because this is the step that's going to address how you feel right now. So before we can move on to do anything, we have to calm ourselves down in this moment. And the way we're going to do that is breathe. So, okay, you go and find a place that you're not going to be interrupted and you're in a quiet place where you can just get a moment to yourself. This is where you can do a really helpful exercise that will help you calm down in the moment. And that is a breathing exercise. So, in this breathing exercise, you're going to want to take these certain breaths about 10 times. Or maybe for about 3 minutes. And basically, as I'm talking about breathing, I'm trying to breathe because I'm talking really fast. So this breathing exercise goes like this. You breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, and I'll demonstrate it for you. You hold it at the top for 4 seconds. Then you breathe out for 4 seconds through your mouth. Okay, I already feel calm after that 1 breath. So you want to do that about 10 times, or maybe for 3 minutes, as long as you want. It doesn't matter how long you actually do it, but you want to be on the range of actually doing it and feeling like, okay, I've been doing this maybe for a little bit too long and I should probably get back out there. So that's kind of where you want to be with that. So that's step number 2. Step number 3, identify and accept. Okay, at this point, you're already halfway there. You recognize how you're feeling, you perceived your surroundings and how you're reacting to your surroundings. You took action to calm yourself down by doing breathing exercises. Now you're just trying to identify what it is exactly you're even feeling. And you can do this by writing it down, and that might help you identify what it is you're feeling. Or you can do it by asking yourself and repeating it out loud. But basically, say,
what am I feeling right now?
And then write it down. I'm feeling
anxious.
I'm feeling
Angry.
I'm feeling
Sad.
I'm feeling
I'm scared.
I'm feeling
Tired.
I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling frustrated. That's pretty much what you have to do. That's identifying exactly what you're feeling. There actually are different feelings that you could be feeling that might all feel the same, but it's actually coming from a different source. Once you identify it, once you have your list right there, or that you've said it out loud, it's time to accept it. So this is the accepting part of this step. You basically say, okay, I clearly feel these things. I just told myself I feel these things. I'm being honest with myself. I'm accepting that I am feeling this way, and I'm feeling these feelings right now. Okay, that's step number 3. Step number 4, rebuttal. This is my favorite step of the entire process, okay? This is like the power step. This is your rebuttal step. So basically, in this step, you have now perceived your feelings, recognized them, taken action to calm yourself down by doing breathing techniques. You've identified your feelings and you've accepted them. So now it's time to realize that you're in a place of power. So you are now in control over your feelings. Your feelings are not in control over you. So in the rebuttal step, you start to challenge these feelings and you start to challenge how they're making you feel. So basically in this step, you are saying,
I'm feeling upset.
Don't we all get upset sometimes? I'm feeling frustrated. But that's okay because I'm human and humans get frustrated. Okay, so I'm annoyed. So what? What's the worst that can happen? So this challenging of your thoughts, this is an important step because by doing this, you are separating yourself from the thoughts and the feelings. You're giving space between you and the feelings. And once you can feel that space, it is like the most amazing relieving feeling. It feels like, again, you have the power over how you're feeling. These thoughts and these feelings don't have power over who you are and how you're going to move forward. So that's the rebuttal step. The next step is step number 5. This is plan and visualize. The reason this step is important is because after the rebuttal step, you're going to kind of want to be like, okay, everything's good, like whatever, like
I'm in charge.
But you want this plan and visualize step because this is actually a really important step for your cycle to not repeat itself. So the plan and visualize step is pretty much saying, okay, I have recognized and perceived my surroundings and my feelings. I have taken action to calm down and think about the feelings. By doing this, I've identified the feelings and accepted them. And I have chosen that these feelings are not going to control me or ruin my day, and I'm going to keep moving forward. Okay, so what am I going to do now? So now you want to make a plan for yourself when you're going to address the why, because we have addressed the what and the how and the when, but we haven't addressed the why. The why is a really important part of our life, and I often get stuck in the why because I'm a very curious person. I'm a deep person, so I dig deep and I try to find out why? Why do I feel this way? Why, do certain things happen and yada yada. So I'm always asking why. In this plan and visualize step is answering your why questions. You felt these feelings. Now you want to know maybe why did you feel that way? Why were you frustrated so easily? Why were you sad? Why were you upset? What you can do is plan a time to address these things. So maybe right now is not the right time because you just were so stressed out a minute ago. So right now might not be the time to dig deep into the why questions. So by planning in this step, you can plan a time to do that. So you can plan a time either maybe the next day or the next week and plan a time to sit down with yourself and address what's going on. So this might involve doing a journal entry or a diary entry, or people like to use meditation and sitting with yourself and just thinking, or maybe it involves for you doing something walking. But the point is, it's the intention that you're setting this time specifically to reflect on yourself and these feelings that you've identified, and how and why these things might be affecting you, and what you need to do to keep going forward. What actions do you need to take to resolve these feelings? And that's the really exciting part. And this step is really exciting because it's setting you up for success. And the reason I say plan and visualize is because visualize, you're starting to see yourself in a different way. You're starting to see yourself in a growing aspect. And you're no longer sitting there and feeling, bad and terrible. You're actually getting to the point where you're visualizing how you can make permanent changes in your life and improve and grow. And that involves a lot of self-reflection. So I can make another video, and I will make another video another time, on ways you can answer this question, why? Because it really is a personalized journey. It's not going to come from anybody else but you, but there are certain things you can do to kind of access those thoughts and feelings and get to the bottom of how you're feeling. So I'll touch upon that another time. But, okay, so that being said, we are finally at the last step. Step number 6, the release step. Basically, you're at the finish line. You did it all. You have gotten there. So this step is going to be a piece of cake, but it's still very important. So you're at the finish line because, let's just talk about it again. You have recognized how you're feeling. You have perceived your surroundings and how you've reacted to your surroundings. You have taken breathing exercises as an action to calm yourself down, to appropriately think about how you're feeling. You have identified what exact feelings you are feeling, and you've accepted them, that these feelings are something that you have felt. You then have rebutted, I don't think that's a word. You have challenged your feelings in the rebuttal stage, and you have said that these feelings are not going to control my day. These feelings are not going to take me down, and they're just natural, normal human feelings. And then you have planned and visualized how you're going to address these feelings and what might be causing them deeper down in your life, and how you can find ways to address these and take actions to move forward, so that you don't have to feel this way any longer, or keep repeating feeling these feelings without coming up with a solution for yourself. So you have gotten that far. There's really not much else that you can do at this point, and that's a good thing. That means you've done it all. So basically at this point, I'm just going to tell you as it is. The release step is you just let it go. You just let it go. Now, it's going to be hard to let it go, because you're going to get excited, and you're going to want to think more, and you're going to want to think about your feelings more, and or maybe excited's not the word, but you might want to still feel things. You might not be ready to just let it go, but I'm telling you, you've gotten this far. It's just time to let it go for now. You just had a very heightened, stressful situation, and you want time to recuperate and relax and heal. So this should be a relief to you. This release stage is actually a relief, because you're letting it go, you're moving on, and you're going to put it behind you. And the best way to do this stage is pretty much to do an activity that pairs with this, that is very relaxing to you, that does not induce more stress. So don't let it all go and then go back to your 5-page essay. After this step is done, you want to do something relaxing. So maybe go for a walk and blow off some steam, or watch your favorite comedy show, something that's lighthearted, or read a book that you really enjoy. That will just get your mind off of things. And this step is so important, because this is how we find our balance between life things. Like, we can't always be in this heightened arousal of stress, because our body doesn't like it. It literally reacts negatively towards too much stress, and our minds don't like it because we can't think clearly. Although these steps help relieve stress, it is still in a way a stressful situation. It's like not stressful, but involves a lot from you. So it's not like a relaxation vegetable moment. It's like involved, intentional moment that is really beneficial for you and will relieve a lot of stress then and later, but you don't want to keep thinking about it and doing it. You need this release step to let it go. And just let it go and forgive yourself and be kind to yourself that you felt these things and you're moving on. That's my 6-step process to release stress that I love to share with you today. And I really hope that you could benefit from this and find ways to use it in your life and incorporate it into everyday situations. I think soon enough with practice, if you keep recognizing these steps and doing them and practicing them, you seriously will get to a point where things really don't tick you off anymore and you are very aware of your feelings and how to move forward with yourself. It is a great experience to learn what you are feeling and how to grow from it. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate if you could please like it and please subscribe to my channel. And also, if you could please share it with friends and family. If you found it was beneficial, I'm sure someone else would find it beneficial. And I would love to have a greater impact on people and help them get through these certain stressful situations. And especially in times like these, I know that people could use something that helps them relieve their stress. So if you could just share this with your friends and family, I would really appreciate it, and have them like and subscribe my channel. Your support means so much to me, and I am so grateful and happy that you showed up today, because in the end of the day, you're not showing up for me, you're showing up for yourself, and that's the most important part. And I'm really proud of you for being here today and for taking the time to listen to this video, and maybe you're seeking out resources to help yourself get to a better place. And we all are, and we're all trying to get to that place. So I'm really grateful for you, and I'm so happy that you came today, and I hope to see you soon, and I cannot wait to release some more videos and we can keep continuing our conversation. Alright, thank you so much, and I love you all. Please stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay well, stay stress-free now that you have these tools, and I can't wait to see you again, and I'm hoping to start posting videos more regularly so that you guys can rely on when these videos are coming out. You'll know exactly what they're going to be talking about, and you will be able to set time in your day or calendar to listen to the videos if you find them helpful. So I'm hoping and getting to that point of having a scheduled time to release these videos. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you all. Bye!
Let's make a soul connection.